Welcome into Weather Impact live on a Monday. The time is 4:30, although our clocks say it is 3:30 because we're still an hour behind here in studio.
There's got to be just a button. I just hit the button. I'll figure it out. We'll fix that.
Is that your fault that the clock has not been changed?
I feel like I should take accountability. You know, Chief holds myself accountable as much as anybody else. Here I am in the third person.
Hey, you were off a couple days at the end of last week. Things just start to fall through the cracks. You leave it in my hands,
well,
and look what happened.
This hour matters. In all seriousness, we get a change, right? So we're into daylight saving time. This morning, and I knew it. We all knew it. We prepared for it. We've been talking about it for a week. Mm-hmm. And I got up this morning to take my son to school or see him out. And it was the point where no, you're not riding your bike. Not today. I'm throwing you in the truck and I'm going to take it. It was dark.
Because it's so dark.
So dark.
Yeah.
That's such a stark change. And I know we get plenty of light in the afternoon and evening. That's great. But that trip to school in the morning, that was one of those things I've kind of forgotten about, especially this, as he's riding to school.
See, I loved it.
Yeah.
Because it allowed me to sleep in more because I just wake up when the sun comes up.
Yeah.
So the later sunrise, it was like 7:30 and I opened
as
my
an
eyes.
adult, but not as a kid. I mean, so as a kid though, I mean, you were having to get up. Were you a bus rider or?
Well, oh yeah, I was a bus rider. Yeah, as a kid. Yeah. But now working night side.
Oh yeah, just sleep.
I will say though, for night side, last night was particularly hard because at 11 p.m. when our show was starting, it felt like midnight. You know, because with the Sunday fresh off, that was hard. But I agree with you, Ross. I wake up, I'm like, oh, am I waking up early? What is happening here? Yeah, but I do feel for you, Lou, with everyone also driving into work now. A lot of people are getting the sun directly in their eyes as they're driving, which stinks. But the sunrise moves earlier pretty quickly from here on out. I was looking at that yesterday. These sunrise times rapidly getting earlier from here.
Yep. It'll be back okay before we know, but by the time school's out.
Yeah.
And then we're kind of done worrying about it. But that is kind of just a reminder for our drivers, for everybody who's going through the neighborhoods and kids are going to school. There were still kids on their e-bikes and scooters and stuff this morning. And it was pulling my hair out, because they weren't in reflective, nothing, no light, nothing. I was like, come on. So let's do better.
Get your blinkers on.
Get your blinkers on. Use your blinkers. Warming trend. So kind of the theme here for the week is we're going to be at or above even some records in areas. I mean, look at Palatka.
90.
Showing out.
I didn't even see that until you pointed it.
Yeah, and we've got that a couple of times. The potential for seeing 90 these next few days, very, very legit. So, it's going to be hot. And even some humidity. We could talk about heat index values.
Yeah, I was looking at that earlier, if I can say it, heat index. Highs are upper 80s. Heat index probably close to 90, 91. Yeah. So it's not a huge, but
but we're toe dipping.
Yeah, maybe 2 to 3 degrees warmer than what the actual air temperature is out there today, but especially tomorrow and Wednesday, as we do have the chance for near record heat. Nothing really to show on radar out there, not only around the first coast, but really across most of the southeastern coast. You kind of got to go back towards Mississippi, southwestern Tennessee, Louisiana. There is a severe thunderstorm watch out for them, a couple severe thunderstorm warnings there for kind of a complex making its way across the country. Otherwise, kind of quiet, at least locally, here on the home front for the time being. But Lee, we did get some beneficial rain yesterday. We had some afternoon and evening downpours, some thunderstorms, and it actually did bring a good bit of rain for some folks.
It did. I'll say I did a school talk this morning with some kindergartners, so we're just learning the basics of weather. But they were so excited to tell me that they actually heard thunder yesterday, and I was like, you know what? Actually, for a long time, you guys really haven't heard thunder. Obviously, we're going to get back into that pattern. I also know some people who were out on the boat yesterday who had to cut it short because of the rain, and they said, we don't care because we need the rain, and we're actually very excited to cut the boat ride short for that reason. Yeah. So I think a lot of people really happy about seeing that rain yesterday.
Talking about making trades, lifestyle trades, right? I'll give it up just for the chance to rain. Will people be willing to make the lifestyle trade for what's going to happen Thursday?
No.
Probably not.
No.
Hey, we got the players. We'll talk about it. Certainly, you saw the rain deficit there. Hey, catching up in March. Only 3,300ths behind.
Only.
But I bet by Thursday we might just break even. I know we'll have a couple of days where we won't have much.
That's
We
optimistic.
can get close.
Break even.
Break even for March.
March. I think we're
we'll
still
be
going to
about
be
a
in the
half
red.
inch. We'd probably be about a half inch below for March if we get that optimistic side. Now, models have been showing about a half inch, which of course means they're overdoing it.
Yeah.
That's just what we've learned. It's just been overdone.
Yeah,
each
I
and
feel like if
every
the in-house
time.
model shows 0.6, we're getting 0.3.
0.2,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah. And I've learned that the hard way for betting with Ross. Betting on weather, man, what degenerate stuff. I got to stop that.
I feel like
especially
that's
with this-
not allowed. You know how like if you're part of the game, you can't bet on it. Like I
Yeah.
feel like you are not only part of the weather, you lead us. I feel like you shouldn't be betting on the
betting with
weather.
Ross too. Yeah. And a guy
But we're not
on the team.
we're not controlling
Sure.
Uh-huh.
it.
Yeah,
So
They're
that's
very
what I was-
different.
Yes. Maybe just unethically. At least we're not betting like real money. It's just like Lewis has to do something stupid.
yeah.
And that's
It's
all.
really just for like bragging rights.
Sure. Yeah.
You know.
Well, you
Um,
guys should make a bet right now about Thursday.
I'm
I want
not
to
ready-
be
I'm
here
not ready
witness.
to-
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
no,
Well, I
okay.
gotta get that in-house model the whole way through the day
That's
to get a
fair.
better idea.
I
That's
can't
fair.
do it. Not yet. I just have such a huge losing record. But listen, pollen count. I went down to Ocala this weekend, so I missed out on the thunderstorms here. I was watching on radar. I was so happy I got some in my house. Thank God. So needed it, but hasn't helped out much. If not anything else, maybe accelerated tree pollen,
Yeah.
especially over these next few days with plenty of sunshine, warmth.
Yeah.
So we'll watch. That oak is really starting to kick up now. And we had hay down in Ocala, which my poor dog, which I didn't know. I mean, I guess dogs, of course, suffer allergies, but my dog has daggum hay fever, apparently. And I'm learning that
Aw.
out. She's
Poor
walking around
Bernadette.
Ocala, yeah. And they cut fresh hay. You're seeing them at the fresh bales on the trucks, you know,
Mhm.
and they're loading it out. And that triggered her. It didn't bother me.
That did her
as
in.
much, but it did her in. She didn't even want to go outside, all sneezy and gunky. But we'll deal with that. Here we're kind of in that peak next couple of months of dealing with some sort of pollen.
Yeah. Well, I was telling them in our afternoon meeting because that was like everyone's first question was how bad is the pollen currently?
Yeah.
How bad is it going to stay?
Yeah.
I'm not really feeling it. You know, like I'm typically terrible when it comes to the allergies.
Mhm.
Hasn't been that bad for me just yet, but apparently,
Oh, knock on wood.
yeah, others are going through it right now.
Yeah.
But I told them like, oh yeah, after the heavy rain yesterday, and I sent you these pictures.
Yeah.
Like it looked like an oil spill on my
In
pond.
the retention
Ew.
pond.
Yes, from
Ew.
the amount of pollen. Same thing today too. Like
Yeah.
it kind of disappeared overnight to
Mm.
a certain regard. But even for our afternoon walk with my dog and I mean, just
A
covered.
film.
Just a film.
Do you deal with allergies, Lee?
I am highly allergic to grass, and so grass has started to slowly tick up, and I'm
Yeah.
already like my voice has been cracking a little bit. I had to make sure I wasn't sick. Oh yeah, it's just the grass. But
That'll be
Um,
next month, really.
yeah,
But ticking
my
up, yeah.
when I call out one day because I can't speak and so therefore I can't do my job, it's because I am like the allergist told me if 10 was deadly with grass, I'm an 8. I am
Oh.
like highly allergic to
Mm.
grass, so I will at some point lose my voice here as the grass grass
I have to
pollen
get like a
continues.
injection pen, some EpiPen for Lee over here.
Woo, yeah,
You
I
know,
would take it
lay
because
out
it's
the
not
dog.
fun when it
Sheesh.
happens.
Watch out for the grass with Lee. So getting into the next 12 hours around your first coast and around Jacksonville. What a mild night, nice and pleasant. You know, I'm putting my stamp on it. No short or no pants needed tomorrow. Shorts. Let me just
Wait,
back
up.
whoa.
Yeah, no. Yikes.
This is my no jacket stamp, but shorts because my wife. Okay, listen, I'm getting the looks. Sorry, every morning my wife asks me, pants or shorts for the kids.
And you're just screaming, no pants.
No
Pants.
pants, which that doesn't sound great. It's either pants or shorts is the answer. It's never no pants. But I'm putting my shorts stamp on the next couple of days.
Now we know what Lou's wearing when he's walking around the house.
No pants.
No.
Put my stamp on.
Oh,
Ah.
what a sight.
Anyway, it's time
I-
to take a break. I'm not even gonna let Ross talk. Let's go to a commercial. Bye.
Welcome back in, folks. So we've covered, it's going to be a mild, warm night and morning. We've talked about fog a lot the last couple of weeks, right? Not as much of a concern around most of the First Coast and the Jacksonville area this evening. We're going to be looking more so over towards the Gulf Coast and really along and west of I-75. Perhaps just some patchy fog along kind of the intercoastal and out towards the beaches tonight. Otherwise, starting the morning off in the low to mid 60s, quickly warming up then by
Do you agree?
tomorrow afternoon. What? Nope.
63. That's shorts and short
Yes.
sleeves, right? That's
Yeah.
no jacket. Lee, are you wearing a jacket at 63?
100%.
Okay.
I have my jacket right here. It's cold in here.
To each their own.
No.
Yeah, to each their own. Yeah, but I got to listen. Sometimes you got to make the executive decision at the house. You just got to make the call.
Yeah.
And I can't be wishy-washy. I just have to
No.
say,
Defend
You
shorts.
know your family too. Like,
Yeah.
I know
Yeah,
I
Ollie
need a
can handle it.
jacket,
You're
but my
right.
husband would laugh at me and does laugh at me for it. So like, I know I'm weird, but yes.
what
63
about
is
upper
absolute-
80s tomorrow? You won't need
I'm
a.
so excited.
So excited.
So ready for that.
Me too. So again,
What is wrong with you two?
look, buddy.
Uh,
Our producer Tegan out there, she was like, it's too early for this.
Mm.
It's way too early.
Mm,
And it is. We're 15 degrees above average.
yeah.
15 degrees.
Welcome.
No.
I mean, listen, it's just.
I shouldn't
Florida
have to see
spring.
90 in the month of
1,
March.
2, 3, 4, 5 90s. In fact, on the map, you get a little west of 301, and from Waycross, folks, to McClenny, Keystone, Gainesville at 91. Shoo! And for all of us here, 95 and east, a little. I mean, hey, listen, the beach is a little cooler. That's your comfy spot. Low 80s. Go enjoy the beach.
There will be some nice beach days.
Yeah, really nice beach days
I'll take that.
ahead. So
I'll give you guys that. How's it?
thanks. I'll take
Com-
it.
I wish it was
compromise.
reversed. I wish it was 90 at the beach, like a real beach
Oh,
day.
yeah.
I am so
Get
ready
out
for
there and-
that.
Get a little toasty. I
It's
love that.
going to be warm for everyone heading out though early, like 3 o'clock before you show up. It's probably going to feel quite warm out there at TPC.
I agree. It's what are we thinking though? Like there is the chance for some sea breeze, right? Do we think it's if it develops, are we thinking kind of west? Maybe the TPC would have that little force field because that sea breeze is going to get west of the stadium course. Get out towards
Yeah,
Highway
like-
1, maybe you see a little something.
Yeah, west of TPC.
Yeah, I just
But-
don't want anybody to get out to see Ludacris and they're just
That could make it even more fun, though.
I was
could.
just thinking that would make it,
might be awesome.
vibes would be great.
No, it looks like beautiful conditions for Military Appreciation Day. We got it's Players Week. We got, and so we mean the whole week. We got practice rounds. Obviously, we got the concert, but a lot of people enjoy just going out, like say Wednesday, for instance, where near record heat downtown, if not tying or breaking records in some spots around our First Coast. Because again, so we got some 90s. It's almost copy pasted from Tuesday.
Yeah, for almost a rinse and repeat.
You know what? Persistence forecasting, very likely the case. And, you get out Wednesday, if you're the type that enjoys more of the practice rounds, God, it's so awesome. It's so cool to just see and then go home and watch some of the competition just from the comfort of your home. Because by Thursday, getting into competition, I think that those morning waves, like the morning tee times, they're going to finish. I'm pretty confident they're going to finish. It's more those the afternoon wave is going to have a little tricky time finishing, and less so because of rain and more so because once that lightning starts rumbling close to the course, they're taking everybody off.
Do you think they move up those tee times a little bit on Thursday morning?
They
Just
might.
to try to get out ahead of it for
Well,
everyone
see,
so it
the
doesn't become
problem-
like backlogged?
The problem is you can't move it up too much because the sun doesn't come up now until
Oh, true.
So
You can do it by spotlight.
this is the
Turn
fifth-
them headlights on the Ford F-150.
This is the fifth major, man. They're treating this like March's major. They can't. And that's the problem with the time change, and then the weather impacting the afternoon. Like they can't start till later. They got a full field.
Do you know when the earliest tee time is?
They usually do it at like 6:50. What time?
Oh, that is,
It's like twilight.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So like sunrise
tough.
is like maybe it's like 7:05. It's
So
like
I just looked it up and I do remember. I swear there's a 7 in the front, but
Maybe
yes,
it's
it's
7 o'clock.
early though.
easy to find out.
That does make
I
it different.
should
Like
know
you
that
can't
off the
really
top of my head.
move it up any earlier than that.
I mean, if you use the headlights like you suggested, you should send them a suggestion on that.
Send them out.
I got the email for you.
Circle up the cars, turn the headlights on.
So earliest I'm going to have it for you in a minute. But I think it is going to have a 7 in front of it. 740. So 740. So, yeah, 740 is going to be the first.
Oh, so like literally
It's
right
like
at
right at
sunrise.
So right at
Sunrise.
sunrise.
Yeah.
So, and then you're going to have, and they can't really move that up, obviously, because it's going to be too dark. But then they've got players going off 1 and 10. So it's not like already the course is going to be full from that morning. I don't know. It's going to be tough. I think the afternoon, what will end up happening is a lot of the latest tee times probably won't finish. They'll put them out very, very early to finish the round Friday morning, chase some sunlight, get it done, and race them around Friday to try to get it done and get a cut done. So here's why, kind of as we've really dove into our players forecasting, you can tell I'm excited. We got that front coming through Thursday. Now this, Ross and Lee, we've kind of been talking timing. That seems quick.
Yeah, that seems pretty quick. I think it'll be much slower than that. I also think this is showing a much narrower line than what I'm anticipating.
Yeah.
I expect it to be a little bit more stratiform rain on the backside of it.
Yeah. So, we got it. This is kind of the first iterations really of our in-house higher res model kind of going out this far. So this, in terms of this model, this is long range for it. Let's let this kind of taper off a little bit. We'll kind of use some longer range models that perform a little bit better in the trend, right? And what we've noticed here in the past with those models, like we were mentioned earlier, generally we look at some of the forecasted rainfall amounts, and it's been overdone a little bit this season. So we are confident in rain. In fact, weather impact alert for Thursday afternoon into the evening because of those rain chances, scattered thunder as well. And the lightning would be the main concern for me for as far as play being delayed out at the stadium course. So pretty likely it'll happen, and just hoping they get as much in as they possibly can.
Maybe a few lingering showers into early Friday morning.
Yeah, but I think they're playing in it. I don't. Obviously, zero lightning, so get out and go, boys. Sorry, play it like it lies. Get some mud balls, but yeah.
And that's Ross's day with that temperature sitting in the 60s, way more comfortable for you. So that's your day. Anyone who doesn't like the heat, doesn't want to get out there and sweat, Friday looks really nice. Now, Saturday is my favorite day. I think that's perfect. 70s, low rain chance, only that 10% coverage. And that's obviously, I think, is that the only day so far that's completely sold out, or are there other days now that are sold out?
Saturday's the only one I've heard.
So the most amount of people there, the weather actually worked out really well for a lot of people there on Saturday. Lou, I know that you are practically a pro golfer at this point. You're out there, you're doing the media stuff, you're golfing. Do you have like really good seats for this weekend coming up?
I have secret places I like to go.
Oh.
But no, I'm going out of town Sunday. My favorite seat, honestly, I like practice rounds. I have some holes I like to go to enjoy during practice rounds. But honestly, during competition, I want to be on my couch. I like watching NBC coverage of the players. They always do it up pretty well for the players. We got to take another break, so we'll be right back on the other side of this, kind of wrap it up with our 7-day forecasts. Stay there.
I think all we got left outside of the players' forecast is the 7-day forecast.
Cool.
It looks like maybe the weekend we could have a little bit of some rain. Saturday probably less so than Sunday. Kind of similar to what this past weekend was like. I think Saturday was the nicer of the 2 days overall, and as Lee pointed out, probably the nicest day weather-wise to be out at the players or any outdoor plans you got going on this weekend. Sunday looks like we could have maybe a few isolated scattered showers or downpours, maybe 1 or 2 isolated thunderstorms by kind of the late afternoon and early evening hours, at least similar time frame wise to what we saw yesterday. Perhaps maybe not nearly as much in the way of coverage of rain, not to the point of weather impact alert, but something we'll probably have to watch as we get closer to the end of the weekend of, could that impact the final round of the players
Yeah, for sure.
waiting down?
Yeah, that's kind of my thought and my concern, is the one thing I don't like. I just don't like when they have to play it on a Monday. You get the Monday finish. Don't love that. I want to see them get done on a Sunday and then just move on and kind of wrap it up. Because by Monday, well,
people go back to work on Monday, right?
You want to kick up on the couch. You want to be in your recliner.
When I remember, was that either last year or the year before, I was talking to people that they were like, I think it was one of the bus drivers who was like running the shuttles, and he was like, I can only be here until Sunday.
Yeah.
Like the shuttle buses.
Everything changes.
Yeah, they're like, oh no, I'm only locked in here through Sunday. Like by Monday, I got to go back home. I think the guy was from Alabama or Georgia. Like people come in from all over for this event, but everything gets screwed up if there is a weather delay that pushes it back a day.
That's everything. And then the tour's got to move on. They've got another event that starts on Thursday. So it's like a traveling circus. They've got to go do their thing at the next, event. And it's awesome. You think about like the agronomy teams. And Lee, is that what you're working on? Are you working on something with agronomy?
Yeah, I'm gonna be interviewing them on Wednesday. Got any questions you want me to ask?
No, I'm just how much they've been watering. I am fascinated by
That's
that.
what I want to know.
I've heard maybe they've been watering a little less than what they usually would, maybe because of water shortage and restrictions.
Extreme drought.
And they always want it really green. So I'm just very curious how they're going to do with that. But I was going to say, like the agronomy teams that come in, not only like volunteers and officials and things like that, but you got like their all-star game. So you're getting agronomy teams from North Carolina, the best of the best from the best golf courses. They're like the best lawnmower, and the best guy, guy who's going to paint the hazard lines. Like you're just getting the best of the best, and they all come in.
Mm-hmm.
So if you interview any of them, not like the main superintendent, but I mean they're bringing them in all over the country. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's their all-star game.
You don't care about this at all, do you?
The world of agronomy. I get geared up, man, and I'm going to temper.
I feel like this is
excitement.
lose
It's
Super
only
Bowl
Monday.
week.
It really is. I love this week around Jacksonville. So good. Weather's warming up. Feels great. And that is our time. We've got to go. We'll have much more all week. We'll be fine-tuning things for you as the week progresses. We'll be right back here tomorrow. Same time. Weather Impact Live, 4:30.